coming up, thank you, what we have coming up is Buffalo Wild Wings. And that's on the 31st.
I'm asleep.
Check our Facebook page. We'll get this on the date. It's the 31st, Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's a weekday? Yes.
Yeah, and Wednesday, all day.
And we just recently had Panda Express. We're waiting on the results on that, but we had a heck of a turnout. It was amazing. So simple. It's called Dine and Donate. We put it on our Facebook page. We're not asking you to go throw a bunch of money, but just if it's a place that you like and you enjoyed, instead of doing it one night, wait one night and hit it up so that we get a percentage to Habitat for Humanity. So it's Panda Express, Five Below. 5 guys have done this. Freddy's, Buffalo Wild Wings.
You need to pick a healthy place where I eat it.
Oh, well, we'll hit Olive Garden and all them too.
No, what's healthy?
Okay, I don't eat anything.
Don't ask this one.
I eat nothing white.
I don't think she eats.
I eat nothing with anything white in it. Nothing.
Oh.
Okay,
just
McAllister's does healthy food.
Yeah.
They do.
McAllister's has real
salads.
salads.
Real salads or fake ones?
No, real.
No, real salads.
Yeah.
Okay. I know Nine is looking at me like, what the heck is the fake salad?
Jason's Deli, they do it for us.
Yeah. Okay. Chick-fil-A does it, and they actually have real salad also.
Yeah, they do. They do, but they don't give you real dressing.
It's not no fake salad.
They don't give you real dressing.
Let me tell you the big thing that we've done over the last year.
But what I want to ask is okay, the Clean Little Herald, every now and then, they like to do human interest stories, so...
Oh, they hook us up.
So lately they have, because I've read it.
KDH, yeah, I mean, go to our website. If you go to KDH and just in the search engine, just put Fort Hood Area Habitat, and you'll see the stories. They've been at our groundbreakings. They've been at our dedications. They've been at our Family Fun Days. They're there.
Y'all just put up a house recently.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that in the paper. Yes.
Right.
I remember
we dedicated it, and 2-3 weeks later we did the groundbreaking. KDH was there for that as well. And they'll be there at the wall raising. We have a great partnership with KCEN also.
Now, my other question is and I'm gonna pick on a whole set of families. The families in Killeen on our north side. How do they find out? Because let's say most people, if you're 35 and under, you don't read the newspaper. If it's not on Facebook, KDH, and they're not going to read it, and they're not. So they're social media driven, which is fine because that's the age we're in now. And too many times organizations and groups will say, well, I put it in the paper. Okay, fine. They don't read the paper. I'm just saying, okay, they don't read the paper.
Yeah, we put it in our Facebook.
So, but wait, hold up. And they'll say they put it, like you said, you put it in your Facebook. But is it public Facebook? Do you publicly share it, or did you just share it on your Facebook page?
I share it with myself, nobody else.
See,
no, I
haven't. Is anything in this water bottle I ain't got? Okay,
it is a public Facebook page, and we share it with multiple others. We have the Chambers of Commerce; they share it, and we also make sure, especially for the folks in North Killeen, we work with the CDBG and the Home Program. So what they do is they actually post the poster because that's where everyone's at, is in North Killeen. When they need assistance, they need something, they go in there and they actually hand them. So we have a good partnership with them.
I'm going to tell you, you need to go, and Nine will know when I say it, you need to go to Eastwood Elementary School and you need to go meet Mr. David Woodbury, who's a community and schools person. Because he knows that whole side of the city, the whole side of the area.
Okay.
He knows it. Those kids, those families think of him as dad and grandpa. That's who he is. And if to them, if he doesn't say it, it doesn't exist. You see what I mean? And he has, he even has a washer and dryer in there because the parents know they can come in and get wash and dry their clothes. Right. He has food in there, and we donate stuff to him so that, parents can also get from them. So along with all these other places, you got to think all the way down because some people, that's not where they are.
Right. And we have done that. We've had partnerships with, when we do a briefing in Temple ISD actually pushes it out as well. We know the Coppers Cove ISD 4 months ago when we did the Coppers Cove when they pushed it out. Killeen ISD, we did provide it to some of the schools. I'm not sure about.
I didn't see it come. Did you see it come out? I didn't see it come out on our distro.
I can double check on that.
I haven't seen it because we both work for KISD.
That's part of the working together. I'm a firm believer.
Our struggle is social media and getting the word out. We are looking for a PR person to be our PR committee person.
We might have lunch with somebody later on, and
I believe
maybe talk about
somebody's
that.
been nominated for that position.
Yes.
This candle right here.
Yeah.
Phyllis Jones.
Yeah. But I'm a firm believer when we're doing something.
Yeah.
If I'm doing something and I see I'm doing something wrong, I'm going to fix it. Or if I see somebody doing something and I know there's a different contact or different fix or what have you, I don't bottle that up and say, well, that's not my lane, that's not my nonprofit. I tell them, I say, hey, did you, like you're doing with me right now, well, do you know so-and-so? Have you contacted this agency to support? Because when we get stovepipe mentality or the blinders on,
Right.
Yes.
then all we're focused on is that one mission that we have. Whereas if we're working together, get rid of the stovepipe mentality and take the blinders off, this community would grow exponentially when all these nonprofits, all these agencies actually reach out to each other instead of just their direct people. Every community across all 3 counties that we cover would grow exponentially. The housing industry would improve.
Right.
Yes.
Not only new houses, but how about those dilapidated homes? Because
Right.
even Mayor Segar's even said it. We need to fix North Killeen.
Right.
Well, if we don't have communities coming together to fix North Killeen, it's not going to happen. If we don't have multiple agencies working together instead of focused on their own mission, it's not going to happen.
But see,
we can
sometimes-
get more accomplished together than we can individually.
But sometimes sometimes the wrong people are to look at our agencies, because you have a lot of agencies who are just that. They're an agency. That's all they are. They open the door at 9, close it at 5, and whatever concerns you, that agency is all they do. I'm a people person. I don't like agencies. They get on my nerves because some of them do just that. Some of the people ones. So I'm the one on the ground who. There are days when people say I contacted all the other people. So me, I'll spend a day as the little person over there.
Yes.
And see if I hear anything, and when I don't, I say, okay, so you didn't reach this group of people.
Right.
And they'll say, why? I said, because I took myself all the way out of all the things I do to just be somebody who only read the paper on, okay, now I don't know if you know, but at 11 o'clock at night, you can go to KDH Facebook page and read all the news.
Right.
Well,
Right.
you know, read not all of it, but most of it. So you got that group who wouldn't see your article in there because your article wouldn't show because it's not hyped up. So it wouldn't show on there. So you got that group that wouldn't know. So we got to think about the people who live on their phone.
No, absolutely, and that's why we try to share. And I'm no social media expert, and I'm gonna plug it again. I'm having lunch with somebody that we might be talking to about heading our public relations committee. But absolutely, we agree.
Who he's talking about?
Yeah.
Phyllis Jones.
I'm pretty sure it's you. I'm pretty sure it's you.
I don't know anybody.
I'm positive.
But and that being said, that's not our only need as far as committees go. And when I have a board of directors who come in twice a month to do certain meetings, to make decisions, to help us facilitate what we do, but they're also having to man those committees. Now, my entire board's only 14 folks. If I rely on just 14 people to manage family nurture, family selection, fundraising, site selection and construction, restore committee, and the biggest one's family nurture, and public relations and church relations. So I have 14 people. They're getting burnt out.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
we're burnt out.
So now when I say that, and then they're getting burnt out, who's getting burnt out next?
You.
My staff and my volunteers that are there trying to do that. So we need more community involvement, folks coming together. We have a lot of folks do start coming forward. Jim Kirkpatrick's coming in. He's looking at becoming a committee member. We have folks from the city of Temple wanting to help with the church relations side. But again, one person per committee is not a committee.
Right.
That's a person volunteering and getting burnt out.
Exactly.
So we need more people to volunteer to help us out with our committees. And one of the biggest things is, again, social media, but church relations. But that's our next biggest need, is our committees need people to help to actually partner and make it happen.
You know, for church relations, and Steve will understand what I'm saying. He might not like what I'm going to say, but he'll understand. The worst person to do church relations would be a preacher.
And that's, I know, we agree. We agree.
That is the worst person.
We agree.
To have for church relations.
That's why we reach out to folks that have, that have, we're
Relationships.
Yeah.
We're reaching out to ministerial alliances, not for the ministerial alliance to come together as our committee, but to recommend somebody who is passionate about getting, because our mission is
people,
Christian focused. It's people, and just like the Bible says, the harvest is plenty.
Yes.
Call the workers.
The workers are few.
The workers are few.
Yeah.
So, but that's not the fact. There are plenty of workers. There are plenty of volunteers out there. And that's why we're here, is to get the word out.
Right. The harvest
is plenty. We need hands to get this harvest.
How does someone reach you?
Oh, I'm hard to reach. Just follow me, chase me down on the highway, or no. Our basic phone number is 680-4007. Call that office number, and we can refer you anywhere you need. Whether you want the restore, so you can come shop, donate, volunteer. That's how we pay our operations, and it's open to the public. And again, I'm going to plug the restore, because one of our biggest challenges across all 3 counties is contractors. The builders are the ones who have scrap. Drive by a build site. Tell me how much awesome, perfect wood is out there. I have talked to, I'm not going to say who, but I have talked to one project manager that's building a development, and he personally told me when I was out at this development saying, hey, we're right around the corner from you. A phone call, my guys can come pick up all that scrap because it gets vetted. They're throwing away 2x4s. They're throwing away pieces of lumber and materials that are in perfect condition that I can set aside for my build site to reduce how much it costs us to build a Habitat home. You know what he told me? I throw away enough in this development for you to build one house every month in lumber alone. But I need our supervisor's permission to let you get it. Supervisor hasn't returned. I have.
No, I'm saying if he got to get the supervisor's permission, then he need to ask the supervisor.
He has. Give it to us. He has, but they're waiting for us to contact him. Well, I've left messages. I have walked in.
This is the cat
and mouse. So that supervisor's not calling me back. So we have great partnerships with a couple of places. Heights Lumber, awesome. We got Cameo Homes. Man, when they got something, they call. And when we go pick it up, it's not a couple of 2x4s. Because they do custom, and we end up with some of the custom stuff, and that helps us out tremendously. But contractors, builders, stop throwing away all this stuff, paying that money to waste it, and then filling our landfills with all this stuff that we could have either used on a build site or sold for that small project in the restore to fund that project. And by the way, not only are we reducing waste, they're reducing waste cost, but they're getting a donation slip, so they can write off that donation. So we're here to help them as well. So we're helping the whole community in more than just one way of impacting. So that's the other portion. Developers, builders, reach out to us.
So you gave us a phone number. And what other way?
Website is www.fhahfh.org. Easy. Remember the first letter of each word. Fort Hood Area Habitat for Humanity.
Okay.
And our Facebook, Fort Hood Area Habitat.
Okay. Do you? I'm gonna ask anyway. Instagram, tweeting, and all that.
We have it all.
We have it all.
Okay.
All right.
We don't use it.
We don't use it all because we're not social media experts.
But you have.
I am.
Yes,
I'm working on making sure that we get more communication on our social media and networking a little bit more. And I noticed though that when I am reaching out to the social media network, I am getting feedback, which surprises me in the beginning. Normally, no sound. But this time, people are responding. When we were out there at Panda Express, people were pulling up and they were saying, hey, I saw this on Twitter. I saw this on Facebook. And I was like, high five. You know, but it's great to get some feedback back from the community. So we just got to keep pushing it so that the people we're not reaching, we begin reaching.
Yes.
And just remember, when we say we're going to do something, if you donate or you buy something or you do something, we are going to do with that money what we said we're going to do. If you give us $1,000 towards our homeless veteran community, because our restore is able to do what they do and pay the operational costs, that $1,000 is going to go to that homeless veteran community. If you're donating something or you're buying a raffle ticket for our dream house, And we say of that $200 raffle ticket, 50% of it's going to the homeless veteran community, and 40% is going to go to another house, and another 10% is going to fund the next big project. We're going to do that.
Right.
So the stigma of the past is the past. Give us that opportunity. We are making things happen across Central Texas, Belcourt, Yelk, and Lampasas counties. We're making it happen, but we need everybody to be part of that growth.
And I want people to know that that past is not you guys.
No, absolutely not.
You guys were not in charge with that past. That once you guys took it over, then the integrity came back.
Even our board is almost completely turned over in just the last 18 months. We have so many new board members, passionate board members that are making things happen. They're jumping. I mean, for crying out loud, we had a board member come in. The day she was voted in, the next morning, she was out there doing a whole new layout, helping us out with the restructure completely.
Amazing.
And it has improved tremendously. So again, check us out. Come give us that chance. Come to the Restore, and we appreciate those customers that do come to us first when they're looking for a window. They come to us before they go somewhere else because they know we have good quality product because of our partnerships with Lowe's, Home Depot, Heights Lumber. They know that we're getting good things to be able to provide at a good cost. But also, hey, check out that Dream House raffle. Check out that Dream House raffle on our Facebook and our website.
Okay.
Because it is a beautiful 3,100 square foot home.
Okay.
It's a brand new build. It's not a Habitat house. It is to be able to raise the funds so we can continue doing what we do. And there's 9 other prizes besides this nice big house.
Okay. Hey, Steve. Question.
Yes, ma'am.
Your church.
Yes.
Do they know anything about Habitat?
That is a good question. But now at the same time, like I said, even as you said, what would happen basically is it could be introduced to the church, and then of course the pastor would find somebody in the church who would be willing to take on a responsibility, because the pastors themselves have a lot of stuff they need to do. So so it would fall down to whoever decides in the church if they wanted to take on that responsibility of participating, being a committee member, or doing whatever they needed them to do. And then if that begins to kind of fall away, or the person's not doing well, then of course then you have to get in touch with the pastor again to let them know, and then they'll try to find somebody else that's going to be committed to it. Because a lot of problems we have today is this, and I heard somebody tell me this yesterday: people like to join teams, but a lot of people aren't committed to the team. So we have a lot of people who join, but commitment is missing. There's excitement, there's emotion in the beginning, but the commitment, when it comes down to, like you said, the sweat equity and doing all this stuff like that, and sacrificing a little time, that's when the commitment comes into a test. So either way, I said it just had to be introduced, and somebody in the church would have to, and that's what I recommend for any church, basically, as people would do, that they find somebody in the church who has a heart and a passion for that, and then that church will be contributing to it, but the pastor will have somebody in charge of that particular ministry.
Okay, because that's another key piece. And I asked Melissa, because she's a female, she would do this better than a male. You know the flyer that catches your eye, because men don't make catchy eye flyers. They don't. They're both looking at me like, what? Men don't make catchy eye flyers.
Right.
I made a catchy campaign sign.
Yeah, for men.
All right. It was red, white, and blue.
So
that's funny.
I just blasted men 9. Anyway, so I'm asking Melissa, because I said women make catchy eye flyers, men don't.
Right.
See that? Ooh, y'all lost.
We good.
Oh no, I mean,
3 to 2.
Make sure that all the colors don't blend, all the words don't blend in, and just, because man, we see stuff and we look at it, and if it's hard to read, we just keep going.
We understand that.
We need pictures.
But we understand that. We got y'all on that. Wait, we'll make kindergarten looking flyers.
Hey, we keep it simple. Hey, we learned a lot in kindergarten.
Okay. Okay, so Melissa, is there an eye-catching brochure?
Yes, there is. When I actually, the Habitat for Humanity brochure, I downloaded straight from Habitat International. So it's great. It's colorful. Incorporates all the new colors, the light blue and green and everything. So
and it's got pictures for the men.
It even has pictures for the men.
Good,
tools, paint.
There you go. They recognize those things.
There,
there you go. Okay.
Construction houses. It's and our website matches.
Okay, so because they need, we understand they need pictures, but we need to have that soft looking. Yep. the touch to the flyers.
Y'all, women read those romance novels and stuff. Y'all read.
I don't read romance novels.
That's one thing we don't have on our flyers. Is some dude, shirtless guy. Yeah, we don't have that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, but y'all don't have the buff, muscular guy on the flyer.
That's the pictures.
The sweating.
That's what it's missing. I need to edit the flyer.
That's your interpretation of sweat equity. Okay.
Too much. I can't take it.
You know, I'll tell you, he took over Habitat in August 2 years ago.
Right.
He's almost been there 2 years. And when he did that, I came on with him because, you know, a husband never takes on something that a wife doesn't help with.
Yes.
And I didn't know we had a Habitat for Humanity here. Kind of like you said, it fell off the wayside. And I was like, well, we need to get out there. We need people to know we're here. And so we started doing family fun days. Not anything that brings a bunch of money in for us, but something that just lets people know, hey, we're here. Like, we want to be part of this community. We want people to know we're here. So come, bring your kids out, play games that are free, play on the family, you know, we have slides, we have games, we have vendors that our vendor fees like 10%. We don't bring a lot in on that. But just come and we're here, hello.
Right. Okay, I have some ideas about incorporating a fundraiser. Incorporating a fundraiser with another group that I'm a part of, that I have a passion for.
I'd love to hear about that.
Because
at lunch at Five Guys.
Because I have one. There's one organization. I mean, I belong to a lot of them, but to me this year, I'm only targeting one specific group, and it's sex trafficking, child sex trafficking. I think people who do it need to die. Seriously, because if you hurt a child, you're lower than low.
Yes, I agree.
You know, absolutely. So, but through that, we're doing some things, and we're incorporating different ideals with other groups. So there's something that we can put together maybe and talk about, and you can see where it will go. Yeah. Right. Because Habitat need to be against sex trafficking also.
Yeah. We have 7 girls, so we are anyway.
There you go. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are.
One of my passions as I retired my last couple of years, I was a victim advocate and program manager for the SHARP program for a brigade, and it was a sexual harassment assault response prevention.
Yeah.
So my passion was to get that, not look at the books and see what Congress and the Department of Army and DOD say, but to actually make it a fully effective program. And same thing, we had my actual closing major essay, major event for my bachelor's degree was on sex trafficking. And you can't just stop sex trafficking by bringing it to everybody's attention. You have to impact it by actually providing a solid, intentional punishment to those that are involved in any way, shape, or form, even those that are turning a blind eye.
Right.
And it's the same thing for everything we do in the community.
Yeah.
If something's wrong, the correct thing to do is fix it. Whether you get directly involved and intervene, or you simply pick up the phone and report it.
Right.
Because there's plenty of reporting, regardless what the program is, especially sex trafficking.
Yes.
You can be anonymous. You can swing by the police station directly and still be anonymous. But no matter what it is, even if it's as simple as walking into a building and you see a piece of trash, pick it up, toss it in the can on the way in. It's the same with everything else that's happening.
But
intervene.
Because I'll say, with Habitat in it, putting it together, Habitat would be creating safe communities to where some of the families are living in unsafe communities where these things can easily happen.
And that's part of our goal. When we don't just build a house and walk away.
Right.
We build communities. We build hope. That's what we do.
Yeah.
When we dedicated the first house in the Valencia neighborhood, house number 69, that community started seeing, oh, there's improvement coming here. There's good things happening. We broke ground on house number 70. You saw that neighborhood, less trash, less overgrowth, on their own. Because they see that somebody's coming in and actually progressive change in that area. So we just recently finished part of a revitalization in that entire neighborhood.
Good.
So we're building homes, but at the same time, we had church from Memorial Baptist Church came out, helped us out with about 20 volunteers. Walked up and down the entire street, huge windy day, so trash is blowing around everywhere. We had the kids from the team get out there with rolling dumpsters, picked up all the trash. We emptied out a bunch of old nasty tree branches behind one of the homes, and we painted another house at the corner. because the family that was there was helping us out with those homes. So we impact the entire community, even when we do just build one home.
Even when we're building a home, they also be doing, when homes have like, what I'm trying to say, the violations of their house.
Code enforcement.
Thank you for helping with that. They come in, they paint, they do some repairs and things like that. So it doesn't have to be a giant project to make change. Sometimes it's just the small things that they are that they're giving as a contribution to the neighborhood that means just as much.
Right. And we don't just build homes, we build the community. We actually do revitalizations in this past 18 months. That's exactly what we've accomplished. We've hit 3 major neighborhoods. We've done 4 other projects that aren't building houses.
Right.
We've done ramps. We do ADA compliance. We help folks improve their life and improve their community.
Okay. And I want to thank you for coming on to KISS Community Connections, letting us know what Habitat is. And I want to thank Steve coming on to let us know that we need to call the city council, contact them, go to his Facebook page, and talk about the curfew.
Curfew.
Please.
And then we're going to work to bring the city council and Habitat together as a whole, and not just, a few. You need the whole. All right, so I want to thank everyone for listening to KISS Community Connections, 103.1 KISS FM. I want you to always remember, you cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye now.